Hello, welcome to Melanin and Albinoid Live. I am Lady Abimbola. Today I just want to talk briefly about. I wanted to go live actually, but I decided to just do this brief something out here. It's concerning the gang-stalking program and the racist system that I campaign about. Most of you that have followed my blog, my video blog, I'm a strong activist for the gang stalking program and the racist system. But today I just want to bring another vital point to the gang stalking program that probably most people don't talk about or they're not sensitive towards, but it's there. I just finished a 15 series on perversion. 15. And on melaninandalbinoid.com, you can visit my site melaninandalbinoid.com. I just finished this 15 series perversion blog, whereby I talked about different sexual perversion that is going on. But the reason I did that is because I wanted to talk about this, but about the gang stalking program and sexual perversion and sex predator. These gang stalkers who also have perpetrators, we all know they have perpetrators. The perpetrators, we call it perpetrators, okay, because they are the one that perpetrate all the things that should be said against a targeted individual. Let me sit down so I can be well relaxed to talk about this. Okay, so the perpetrators. The perpetrators, as you all know, that they can be handlers, and the handlers means that they can find their way into your life, maybe get married to you, maybe date you, maybe befriend you as friends or whatever. And if they get that kind of close access to you, they become an handler. But as long as you don't you understand the program and you don't give them that close access, then they are just perpetrators. They operate just from afar, but they operate to penetrate everyone against you, to manipulate people, to orchestrate, to create tension and toxic environment for the targeted individual. But when you're not so wise and understand what the gang stalking program is all about, you give them close access. Then when you give them close access, they become an handler. An handler is a perpetrator sent by the gang stalkers to manage your life, manage to the direction they want. We all know that the gang stalking program is a satanic program, and the gang stalkers themselves, they are satanists. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They're demon possessed individuals. They find themselves, they've infiltrated every aspect of life, the law enforcement agent, the hospitals, the judiciary system. Everywhere you turn to, they're there. But I'm not saying everyone in those sectors is part of them, but everywhere you turn to, they have infiltrators. That's why I use the word infiltrators, because my blog is all about my own personal experiences with the gang stalking program and the gang stalking persecution and attack on my own life. So today I want to sensitize people towards the gang stalkers being on orchestrators, because sex is a big time thing in the satanic world. You all know that, and if you don't know that by now, you're a targeted individual. Then you have to wake up to know so many things. Sex is a big time thing because they use sex for initiation. They use sex to demoralize. They use it to possess, demon possession. They use it opens doorways into your life, into your spirit, into your soul. Even what you don't desire to do, once you promiscuous, the demons of whatever they want you to do comes into you and accomplish that against your will. It accomplishes this against the will of the person. So right now, my own persecution has been targeted towards, like, they force me out of habitations and workplace. Why have they targeted my habitation and workplace? Some of you, they tell so much stories around me, but I don't want to even go around and tell that story, because I understand what is happening. Most people don't understand, but you say the gang stalking program is so well orchestrated that they will have to tell stories to cover up whatever abuse of power, whatever thing they're doing. They have to tell they have to tell a kind of reverse version of the situation, and it's a kind of reverse psychology to give a reason while they are afflicting that person, to give a reason while they are monitoring that person, to give a reason why they are harassing that person. They don't have any reason. Whatever they are doing, gang stalking is a crime against humanity and against the society. Whatever reason they give, it's not true. For example, I am you know me as Lady Abimbola. I am Abimbola. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I live here in Europe. I lived all my adult life here in Europe. I have never, ever, not even once, committed any crime against the law of this land in which I abide, or any other land. I've lived in Switzerland. I don't have any criminal record. I've been to Austria. I don't have any criminal record. I have been here so many years. I don't have any criminal record. But when I was in Austria, the Austrian police told me certain things that for now, it's not going to be part of this video. It's going to be part of another video, because this video is about sexual predator. The gang-stalkers being sexual predator. So I wouldn't congest you with other information that is actually for other, for the other blog. So, and the main thing here right now is that being the gang stalkers themselves, they orchestrate all the sexual perversion. So they send the perpetrators to accomplish it. What do they do? Sometimes you see, as a targeted individual, your life has to change. Your lifestyle has to change. So many things have to change if you have to make it. They will disgrace you all over the place. They will humiliate you. They will harass you. They will do all kinds of things to you. But don't budge. Because the thing is that, you see, for you to be a targeted individual, it's not what you've done that they're doing this thing for. It is what you have that they want to take from you. And when I say what you have, it's not really your money. It's not my money they are after. They just want me to be penniless so that I will be easier to manipulate or to influence, or probably they think that by strangulating me financially and hindering me from getting more finances with work, obviously I'm a professional. I shouldn't have any difficulty with work. But with gang stalking program, they tell agencies not to employ me. They tell so many. So the thing is that they just want to get me to a particular point. So as targeted individual, I reflect on so many things. Why do they do this? Why do they tell this kind of lie against this kind of person? Like me, they identify me with certain lies. And those lies, I am not involved in any of those things they want to attach, they want to stigmatize me with. So I think, why are they choosing these lies against me? Now, let's go to the being sexual predators. Now, most of you know about the MK Ultra system, the mind control, that the mind control, they create Illuminati kitten, and they create a mind control a better they call it a better slot for whoever they want to compensate, that like what is happening to this comedian that is now in jail, the 81-year-old comedian is now in jail. They break down the mind and they brainwash the mind, and they program sexual promiscuity in the lives of these people. So sex, becomes nothing to them. It becomes what they live for. Even if that person might be a morally stable person, but once you have been brainwashed, you begin to act against your will. So you targeted individual, this is another point I think you have to reflect on. Whatever they are stigmatizing you with, be careful. That is the area they want to push you towards. And they have stigmatized me with certain things. And I feel, because this MK Ultra thing, what they do, they abduct women. Okay, and the women they target, either you live alone. In my own case, I was sexually molested by an Italian citizen I lived with for 5 years, and I think that's when they have targeted me. Because if I have to reflect now, this particular person, then I didn't know all this, but you grow with time. It's past 15 years now. So reflecting the kind of individual I was living with, it's most probably is under total mind control, because the guy is actually I wouldn't even say a sex addict. It's somebody is so sick Sex addict is somebody that want to have sex regularly. But I cannot even call this, because this is somebody that, he does all kind of things. He uses all kind of instruments. He's open to all kind of sexual laws and immoralities and everything. He's open to that. So definitely this kind of person may be maybe somebody they have already brainwashed from children, from a child, from his childhood. He has already been damaged totally and completely, and so growing up, believe me, he spends most of his salary chasing after women. This is somebody that even if he cannot, we live together. I stopped the relationship because I was just over his, nonsense lifestyle. But we live together, but we're not dating any longer. But he was always in search of, all these sexual immoralities and lust and all whatnot. So thinking back, so definitely this is somebody that I was actually in danger. It was supposed to probably be maybe an handler to me. This is why he lost control, because I was a target then, not even understanding. So when he actually committed a rape, maybe he did it alone. Maybe they were more because I was drugged. So definitely that's what they are doing now. Gang stalking program. They are satanic sexual predators. Now they want to force me into destitution without work, without government assistance. They are accusing me all over the place. There are two records. You have your legal record where you can go to the court and you get the record, which I have with me. I don't have any criminal record. The record is clean, and I think I've showed it some time before. My record is clean. I don't have any criminal record. But the other record is the police record. This police record, even judicial system cannot have access to it, only if they request for it or something like that. But if you look at my diary of a targeted individual, I wrote the name of the record, and this record actually they can manipulate it to their own satisfaction. Most of the time I don't even like to speak with the police. I don't even like to speak with the law enforcement agent. When there's a situation, I always keep quiet and talk less. So how can somebody that is always keeping quiet and talk less all of a sudden now becomes an aggressor? Once I was controlled, I think I told you guys some time ago at the Bolzan train station, and I registered the situation. I registered the situation. That's another thing, another video that has been prepared already, but it will be released at the right time. It happened December last year. That was after the same military police, the infiltrators, let me just put it that way, because I don't want to offend the whole armed forces because of some evil people. The infiltrators in the military police actually told them when I went to work to actually relieve me of my work. When they relieved me of my work, I was going to Bressanone. I have to transit in Bolzano. That was when they intercepted me. They stopped me, and they stopped me. I was just standing at the station. I was waiting for my train. They left everybody and came to me. I've never been, but I know they targeted me, and they came. Okay, my papers. I gave them the papers. I brought out my phone. I was registering the whole conversation. I gave him the papers. I gave him my ID card. I gave him everything. He hacked me off, and later he said I have to come with him. Somebody actually told him on the phone, take out with you guys. So I said, the police now told me I have to come with him, that because I said, for what? He said, I just for normal control. I said, okay. I went with him. Later they gave me something I have to sign because I refused to give them my document. I said, are you kidding me? I have it registered. Do you have a problem? I have what happened here now registered. Now you're accusing me that I refused to give you my papers. Okay. I went to a lawyer, and the lawyer, they've already contacted him, and the whole thing you see, gang stalking program, it's a demonic program, and the infiltrators in the law enforcement agent are really making all the law enforcement agents look like they are bad people. I am one of those that believe that not all law enforcement agents are involved, but they are infiltrators in a position of power that can manipulate easily your data, that can manipulate easily your other police forces, that can manipulate easily judicial system, that can manipulate easily so many things. These are infiltrators, but it doesn't make every law enforcement agent to be guilty. So going back to being a sexual predator, now what they're trying to do, basically to me, there is something I registered. When I pay, maybe I stay in an hotel where I have to pay. They never disturb me where I am paying. But when friends now try to host me, that's when they go to the friends, they start all kind of silly stories and silly accusations, and they, for them to get rid of me, because they don't want me to stay in a place where I won't pay anything. They want me to stay in a place where I will throw away my wealth. You understand? Or whatever is left of me, to throw it away, while they're hindering me from getting more wealth with work, stopping me from working. But the ones I have, they're trying as much as possible to render me penniless. So because they want me to be in a vulnerable situation. Gang stalking program is a crime. It must be stopped. You see, one thing is that, just like the slave trade and everything, if you don't fight for something, you will never get it. It is a cancer in the society. The gang stalking program is a cancer in the society. It's eating up the society. It's destroying the society. And with this sexual perversion and things also, if you go to my website, melaninandalbinoid.com, I just finished this 15 series thing, as I told you initially. I just finished all those series about different perversions. You will be shocked all kind of things that is happening. So if you can have 15 different types of perversion, probably there are more. I mean, 15 was the only one that came to my mind after my research and everything that I could find out. Some things also I didn't even know what it is, like pegging, for example. I know such a thing exists, but I don't even know what it's called and everything. With the research, I could get their names and what this is all about and what the craziness I see around here. So the gang stalking programming, the predators, the perpetrators who are also the predators of the targeted individuals, they are sexual predators. There is a video I'm going to upload very soon. It's about the conversation with the perpetrators. As I said, when I rent an hotel or I rent a place, they don't have a problem me throwing away my money. Only what they try to do is, even when I throw away my money, I pay so much, they'll try to push me out of the place, so the money will be wasted, and they tell the people, oh, I am a thief and whatever like that. They shouldn't give me back the money. So they're doing everything possible to render me penniless. Okay. They're attacking my finances. They're attacking my properties. They're stealing my properties. They're stealing what belongs to me. And the law enforcement agent is involved. The infiltrators in the law enforcement agent is involved. And most of the perpetrators that chase after me, that stalk me, they are usually from the south of Italy. The south of Italy is a place congested with criminals, with mafia, with all kind of things. These are the places they abduct women, they brainwash them, they break them down, they brainwash them and use them for prostitution and porno films and all kind of things. This is not just it's not just speculations that goes around, but this is more than speculations. This is something fact that goes around. People has been arrested for this. Well, the ones that maybe probably step out of line, because a devil cannot cast out devil. You don't arrest your own person, except if they step out of line, you arrest them to teach them a lesson. But there's still one at the end of the day. When they step back in line, I believe they can turn everything over, even the justice system at times. So the situation right now is that they are sexual predators. These sexual predators they want to set individuals up for sexual molestation or sexual abuse or anything like that. So what they do to me right now is that, since I came from Austria, I will give also the list of where I've lived, what I've done, and so many things like that, so you would understand what is actually happening. So right now I'm in Trento. I mean, via via 4 November is the name of the street. And in my diary of a targeted individual, I have details of what happened. And what happened is that they came to the house where I rented. I was renting like a shared apartment with somebody, and this woman is from East Europe. They penetrated her. They said I was a thief, I was a criminal, I was dangerous, I was a prostitute. They said all kind of rubbish things. They are not, of course they are not true, but they need to brainwash her to make her collaborate with their evil intent. So the woman, started probably plotting, probably how to steal my things or whatever. With God, so God was so good. Somebody, a friend of mine who is a Ghanaian, who is a Ghanaian actually, now took me in and said, okay, you can come and stay with us for till you get work and get yourself settled. You're living alone and everything. And that's the same person in the diary of a targeted individual. I said that they went there. They said I was the law enforcement is looking out for me to deport me because I'm a criminal and things like that. These are just all lies. I went away from Italy to Austria. I left their country. I don't want to have anything to do with their country. They lied to get me back into their country because they told the Austrian law enforcement agent lies that was not true. And of course they said, look, even though I showed them some proofs, but they certain proof that I kept somewhere else. So the proof I showed them, they were like really uneasy about the whole thing, because you see, gang stalking program is everywhere, and yet they have infiltrators, gang stalkers over there in Austria also. It's not as if it's a clean land or whatever. In Austria, in Switzerland, in Germany, in anywhere you go, you have the gang stalking program taking place. So what they did to me is that they networked me in Austria. When I got to the police in Austria, the police actually tried to help me. I will tell you the truth. The Austrian police tried to help me, but because you see, the gang stalking program, you have infiltrators in the top that has authority. And I'm telling you about this. Austria, you have the UN and so many other things. There are people that are in authority that, even if a normal person wants to help you, they find it difficult, because the authority or the order to attack you or to harass you comes from higher authority that they cannot go against, away from there, so that they cannot trace, because they've already traced me there, and they said they have to get rid of me, that as long as I'm in Europe, that I'm a danger to them. You understand? That was actually what they said. I heard this was a clear Italian word, and over there in Austria, it's just a German land. They speak just Deutsch and not the mixture. So if anybody comes there and begins to speak Italian in a German-speaking country, definitely it's from here. They chased me, they gang stalked me to Austria, they perverted the Austrian police, they connected the gang stalkers over there, and the situation for me became, I just actually separated me from a land. The game was still on against me. Which means I just had a new set of gang stalkers, a new set of perpetrators, a new set of attackers, but the harassment was the same, the persecution was the same, because they have the folder of what they're harassing you with. So everything was the same as they did to me in Italy. The only thing is that the geographical location changed. So when I got to Salzburg, the same thing happened. They were molesting me, not molesting me, they were harassing me. They told lies against me, that they ganged up against me. Even in the hotel where I stayed, the staffs, and they penetrated the people, all the occupants in the hotel, and they turned everyone against me. They were really, it was worse than bullying. So I went to the police, and it was just the same old attack. Why should I play with something I am well informed about? But these are sick human beings. It doesn't matter what you know or what you don't know. They just want to send a message down there, because they are actually abducting women to brainwash them for the MK Ultra. MK Ultra is not just in the States, it's everywhere. They're abducting women, they're breaking them down, and they're fixing them to be all kind of things in the society. Satan needs sex addicts. Satan needs sex kittens that they will use to destroy the society, use to destroy men, and use to destroy the family. They need people, and he's not getting enough people willfully coming to him. So they're taking the drastic action. Like as a targeted individual, for example, I'm a targeted individual. They focused on me for a very long time. I'm not dating anybody, not because I choose not to date somebody, because they have always sabotaged my sentimental relationship. Every TI will tell you that. It's not just your money they're attacking. It's not just your accommodation they're attacking. They're also sabotaging my sentimental relationship. They're also sabotaging that also. You see, at the initial stage, I was so embarrassed putting that on the list, but I think maybe now I have to also put that on the list. You see, unfortunately, it took 15 years for me to realize, all those things I have to put on the list. So, but it doesn't matter. The gang stalking program is not over against me. I know that. So there will be so many things to even put, even if I've, so many things have been forgotten or I cannot remember. But the ones I remember and the ones that's yet to happen, it will be well documented this time around. Diary of a targeted individual. So definitely these delinquents, sex predators, gang stalking perpetrators that have been stalking me. They have been stalking me for 15 years. They have been harassing me continuously. They have been trying to defame my character. Not trying to defame my character, defame my character in order to place a tag upon my head, whereby people, they will stigmatize me with something and make, even people that are not part of the program to be sensitized, thinking that, oh, if they call her such and such a thing, definitely maybe she's available for that. Let us try along. Maybe she's just pretending to be holier than thou. You understand? So that has been the situation I have faced for it's so stressful. Gang stalking program is a crime. It must be stopped. These are criminals. These are delinquents. They are using powers. They are using authorities. They are infiltrators in all level of governmental level, every level you can think of. They are part of it. They must be stopped. They must not be encouraged. It is a crime. Now, their sex, not that now they've been sex predators before, but now they want to initiate people, because they use sex to initiate people into satanism. They use sex to demonize people. They use it to put demon possession, through sex. Because through sex, if you look at my video, my blog, in my YouTube channel, and also on the blog, I did something on sexual perversion. Apart from the 15 series I did a video blog on STD, sexually transmitted demons. So all these things I know, for Christ's sakes. You understand? Every prostitute they're not just going to normal hellfire. They're going to a specially made hellfire, because it's not that, it's not that they just committed sin against the temple of the Holy Spirit. They committed sin against God by even involving other people to sin with them. So their hellfire is a special place. I am not part of such a lifestyle. I have never been, and I will never ever be. No matter the attempt, the gang stalkers they try, the perpetrators, no matter who they manipulate and what they are orchestrating against me, the gang stalking program, it is a crime. They use all kind of silly human beings. They use all kind of silly human beings as spies, as spies. They use all kind of people to harass, to make sure, because they've demonized. Most of the youths are demonized. They're sexually demonized. They're drug addicts. They're off their head. They're alcoholics. Most of the youths of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow, they're alcoholics. They're drug addicts. They're sexually sick. They're sexually sick. The youth of today, I don't even want to talk about the adults, because just forget it. But that is just what it's all about. There is the gang stalking program. They are now sexual predators. They're going after women. They're kidnapping people. They are the ones behind children kidnapping. They are the ones kidnapping people. They are behind the refugee intrusion. They are behind so many things. They are sexual predators. They are harassing people. They are demonizing people. They are initiating people into satanism. They must be stopped. It is a crime. Please join me in my campaign, in all my efforts against the gang stalking program. They must be stopped. We cannot allow them to destroy our society. They've done so much damage. They've sexually molested our kids. They've destroyed our men. They've destroyed our homes. They've divided our homes. They've turned the women to whores. They've done all kind of things. Like women now, if you get a work, the boss wants to sleep with you. If you play along, you will get the job. If you don't play along, you'll be jobless. Or even if you get the job, what you use to get the job, you have to use to retain the job. So many crazy things are happening. Gang stalking is a crime. It is not the figment of our imagination. It is not something we're inventing. I will show you the program that the gang stalker, the perpetrators, they came into the house. I was hosted by somebody. When I was hosted they befriended. There are 3 people living in the house. They share the apartment together. The third person is an Italian citizen. Is a drug addict. Is just somebody, nothing to write home about. But they befriended that guy. They started penetrating his mind and saying all kind of things. I registered what they were saying, and they said I was a criminal. They were looking for me, that I was a prostitute and everything like that. Why didn't they have sex with me? They were suggesting them. So they wanted sexual intrusion. They were suggesting what they should do to me. They were suggesting that. Gang stalking program, they are liars, they are demonized liars. I did not confront the person, because I had 2 choices. Either to confront and stop my opportunity of getting an evidence, or listen in pain and bite my tongue and whatever and get evidence for you guys. Though it's in Italian language, but I will try as much as possible for the Italian speaking viewers. You wouldn't have any problem understanding what they're saying, but for the non-Italian speaking viewers, I will try my best to translate it, because it's a long video, it's a long audio registration. I'm going to do part 1 and part 2, so I will see if I'm going to do verbal translation, or I'm just going to write it down so you can hear the voice, so you don't say maybe I'm the one that added my own points there. So I will see, but I'm already preparing the documents now to send it off. The gang stalking program is real. It's not a joke. It's something that has eaten up the society as a cancer, and we must actually stop this madness. We must stop this madness, but we can't do it alone. There's so many people out there crying and saying all kinds of things and giving proofs. The best way they can give the proof. Listen to these people. They are not just inventing things. They're not just crazy. They're not just crazy people that you just want to be on YouTube and start saying crazy things. I mean, it's like you're giving out all your personal details. I'm somebody that I was very, very reserved person, but I've gotten to a stage right now that I need to start talking. You see, because gang stalking program, you are a perfect fit if you're reserved. So I had to change that personality in me, and I began to be a person that talks. You understand? I need to explain things. I need to talk about things. It's not just everybody you explain. I mean, I don't explain my situation to anybody. It's only when I do my blog I explain this much. I don't even explain this much to individuals, because either the individuals around you, either they can be either they're perpetrators, and even if they're normal human beings, they're not perpetrators. They might be misled easily and used against you, because not everybody that is intelligent to understand this gang stalking program. So that is the reason, as a targeted individual, you have to be exceptionally prudent in what you do, how you analyze things, how you analyze people, because most of the time they're just crazy people. It doesn't mean they're after you or whatever. So you have to know what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Okay, I will stop here now, and I will see you in my next video, which I'm preparing concerning what I spoke about, the conversation between the perpetrators and how they actually pull people into the gang stalking program to become a perpetrator. How they massage, they masturbated the mind. They were just having a normal conversation, but they make sure they were pushing in their point. Like, this is a very crazy person, this is a person, this top person, she's a criminal, she's a prostitute. They establish those two things. A prostitute is available for sexual lust. Okay, they've established that. So what happened now that everybody in the house now got crazy? They saw me as a very respectable and a responsible human being, but with that word alone, it has ignited sexuality in the atmosphere. It has created a kind of perverted atmosphere around me. So now the thing, if it comes, because there are certain people, they respect themselves until they have something that pushes them, so it's just like the perpetrators. What they do is that they push, they give the point to make you feel that, okay, this person, you can easily steal from this person, or you can easily violate this person. And they begin to tell them personal details about me. They begin to tell them details about me to make them understand why they can do it and get away with it. I can defend myself. I'm capable of killing anybody if I choose to. I'm capable of defending myself. I'm a strong woman. I'm 46 years old. I'm a very, very strong woman, and I can take down anybody at any time. Because gang stalking program, you just don't have to be mentally alert. You have to be physically fit to combat against the oppressor. Okay, so for now, I'm going to close on that note, and it was nice speaking with you again. So till my next video, remember, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Face your fears, elevate your mind, and resist the temptation to panic. I will see you in my next video. Take care of yourself. Until the next video, make sure also you visit my website, Melanin and Albinoid, www.melaninandalbinoid.com. okay, and diary of a targeted individual. Also, I'm working on it. That is where I have all the details of my personal experiences, while the Melanin and Albinoid is a site. I talk about so many things that happen around the gang stalking program. That's just what I'm focused about. And also, you can visit my GoFundMe account. It's just GoFundMe/Melanin and Albinoid. You can go there and donate, and just to keep the work going. I'm not working right now. They've pushed me out of the working system for a very long time. It's just by grace I've been making it through, and your donation will help, because they will help in so many things. There are certain gadgets I need to get, so I will be able to do more registration. I'll be able to do more proof. I'll be able to get more proof to show to the society that the gang stalking program exists, and it exists people that are in the position of power. Okay, so till the next time, take care of yourself and God bless, and remember to make God's word the standard for your life.
Oh, I'm Lady Abimbola. I'm against narcissistic gang stalkers. Please help me with the campaign against the gang stalkers, the campaign and awareness against the gang stalking programming, and evil persecution and harassment against the human race. It has claimed many lives. Please help me. Below are information on how you can donate. Thank you. All your efforts will be highly appreciated. Thank you. Gang stalking is a criminal act, is a program of persecution, of harassment, of theft, and for destruction of the human free will. It is to destroy your free will. Man, actually, we are spirit. We live in this earthly body and we have a soul. The soul is what makes us human and what makes us different from animals. Gang stalking is a program that is meant to steal away that which makes us human and reduce us to a zombified population. Targeted individuals are people that have been zeroed in upon to punish, to show others how to be submissive to the gang stalkers. And how are they doing this? They are destroying. They have destroyed the will of so many people. People are walking around as zombified individuals now. They are not even able to use their brain. But targeted individuals are people who can sustain themselves and can think outside of the box. These are people of faith and high principles. They zero in on them to destroy that which is still making human beings human, so that people can generally think that sex is a normal thing, that immorality is a normal thing, and all kind of the destruction of the human race, divorce is a normal thing, and child abuse is a normal thing, pornography is and all kinds of things that is a normal thing. They're trying to destroy that which is normal and make the abnormal normal. That is what gang stalking is all about. They're destroying the human will in order for you to subject and submit yourself to the abuse, to be under the control and the will of the Antichrist spirit, which is actually the spirit behind the gang stalkers. Please join me in my campaign against gang stalkers by donating if you wish. You have information below this video, information on how to donate. You can go to PayPal, you can go to my account, you can even send any kind of money transfer or whatever in my name. I am Abimbola. I will see you in my next video. Please remember, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressors, who are the gang stalkers, is the mind of the oppressed, the targeted individual. So therefore, I always say, face your fears and elevate your mind and resist the temptation to panic. Please help stop gang stalking. It is a criminal act against the human race. I have been a targeted individual for the past 15 years. I've lost properties, I've changed houses, they've almost made me destitute out of this persecution. Please join this campaign about gang stalking. Thank you very much, and I see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.